wasn't a burp. I was making a drink. How could I possibly
Oh,
burp?
you were?
What's up?
I'm good. Your footage is not very clear. I'm not sure why.
Hold on one second.
What are you
I can see.
drinking?
Gin and hold on. Is it better now?
Yeah, sir.
Better now?
I can see you. It's much better now.
What's good?
I'm good. So what did you say you were drinking?
It's gin, just gin and like a mojito type of thing.
Is that Schweppes?
Yeah, I
Are
can't
you
tell.
are you plugging in Schweppes on my IG live? Mawuli Gavor.
It's actually fun fact. That's actually all I drink now. Like morning, noon, and night. Because obviously I have like a bunch of them. So and it helps
Is it
for the
because they grease your account every now and then? So
no. It's because I actually like to drink. To be honest, not all of them. I don't like bitter lemon. I don't like soda water. I don't like tonic water. I don't know how people can even drink soda water. I don't know what is that. But yeah, the mojito is cool. How far? You're looking
okay.
all dolled up and everything. It's lockdown. Where are you going?
Listen, this is the only excuse I have to put on makeup. Allow, please.
No, where you going? She.
Please. Otherwise, I am makeupless. I am makeup free and I'm not going anywhere. Molly, how are you
What's good,
doing?
Kale? Uh, I've been better. I think everyone has been better. But
Mm,
we're managing regardless. If I said, oh, I'm fine, I'm amazing, it would be a lie. Cause
yeah.
this is some tough. It's some tough shit. I can't lie.
Where are you right now? Are you in Ghana or you're in Nigeria?
No, actually, I'm stuck in Lagos. Well, obviously I live in Lagos, but I would have preferred to be able to use like to do the whole lockdown with friends and family. So I'd have preferred to
Mm.
be in Ghana. But I couldn't get a flight before Presido closed the airport. So, and I thought he was going to open it in 2 weeks, and the guy said he's extended it another 2 weeks. So right now, there,
Yeah.
y'all.
We're on lockdown till I think the end of
Uh,
April.
yeah, it's gonna be rough. So I won't be able to go home for a while. But I mean, Lagos is cool. It's quiet. It hasn't really picked up here yet. I'm sure you've listening. Are you in Accra or Joburg?
I'm in Accra. I'm here with family. Um, just chilling. But yeah, it's cool. It's not bad at all. Listen, some interesting comments are already coming in, which is so interesting. Um, First of all, someone says Schweppes affects your sperm count.
It's a good thing I have an amazing count, but yeah. I don't, I don't know what you want me to say to that.
So be careful for your future baby. Some other person said Maudi looks shy.
I don't know what you want me to say to that. I look
You
what
being
shy.
shy?
What's that?
Someone said Mauli looks shy.
Maybe the person doesn't know what I look like on a regular basis. Maybe I always look shy. Maybe I'm just a shy guy. You never know.
For the wear.
I beg you, allow me. If the person says I'm shy, let me be shy.
Oh my goodness. Listen, it's good to have you. Lifestyle lockdown here. I'm gonna get a lot of comments. I know all the girls are gonna be commenting. But
So
between me and you, I just need to congratulate you though, Mauli. I mean, you've been doing some amazing work for the past year and stuff. I feel like I see you everywhere. There is no movie in Nollywood without Mawuli Gavor.
take on far. You take on far. You take on far. You take
It's
on far.
true though.
No. It's been like a roller coaster. I can't even lie. Say like the last say 2 3 years. It's
Mm.
been pretty fantastic. Yeah. But we
When
get
do you
thanks.
when do you think when do you think you got that major break when you knew, yes, Nollywood has accepted me, I'm good to go?
I think it's fortunately for me, I started from a very good place. You know, a lot of people enter the industry and they have to like hustle their way up and have to do like smaller movies and like do all of that. But I was fortunate that in Nigeria I started with Mnet. I started straight with Hush. and that was why I came to Nigeria in the first place. And obviously, Hush turned out to be a huge show that was all over Africa and was all over the screens and everything. So I was fortunate that that was my very first entrance into the sort of like Nigerian TV scene. So obviously, I started from a pretty good place, and then from that point, having that launch pad, it was pretty easy to just sort of move from there. But obviously,
Yeah.
being on and being in a on a show where I think there was this one day I was like walking on the road and some guy was driving a car. He was driving like a range, and the person like he almost hit me. He swerved to like come into my way. He was coming opposite me, and I like jumped out of the way. And the person got out of the car. And he was like, "Oh no, no, no! Don't be angry! Don't be angry! My name is Doctor something something something. Like I watch your show all the time. Like my wife loves your show, and like she just would not forgive me if I don't stop." And this guy was he was driving like a really nice car going his own way, but he saw me turn around and almost hit me with his car.
Mm.
Um, and it was like my first year in Nigeria. So it was, I think it was at that moment that I was like, yo, this is it sort of wakes you up to. I mean, Ghana, we watch TV in Ghana, but I don't think we realize how much TV is a part of the culture here in Nigeria, a lot more than back home.
Yeah.
Um, so I think they consume a lot more TV content here. So being in TV
Yeah.
here was actually more beneficial. But yeah,
So
it's been interesting.
you definitely think if you hadn't made that move to
Uh-huh.
Nigeria,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put you on the spot because people used to put me on the spot with this a lot.
Uh-huh.
But you definitely think that that move to Nigeria was very key to where you are now.
Oh, not two ways. But fun fact, the move to Nigeria wasn't even I wouldn't say it wasn't by choice. It was more like just fate, you know? Because I wanted obviously I'd moved back to Ghana and I was there for I'd been there for like 6 months or 7 months and everything. And I wanted to do stuff there. Um and the hustling I'd spoken to people. I even spoke to one of the big TV stations. And we were gonna do like a show together. I was gonna do like a
Drop names,
morning.
drop
No,
names.
no, no. Yeah. What did you say?
I said drop names. Which TV station?
Yeah, cause like I did a Hitmaker a while
Mm,
ago with a piece. Yeah, so that was fun and everything. And I was gonna do another show. I was gonna do like another morning show. And we had done everything. Like we had done like we had shot the pilots. We had done like photos. Done everything. And like a week or so before the show was supposed to go on, the place flooded. The TV station flooded. Like yeah, you remember that one year where the floods were really bad in Ghana?
oh, yes, 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 yes.
And so the TV station flooded, and yeah, the studio that we're gonna shoot in the whole thing just went down the drain, and they couldn't rebuild it. So that was that just out the window. So I was
Mm,
jobless. I didn't have a job. What I thought I was gonna spend the next year doing, it had gone down in a puddle of water. So the Mnet job came at the right time. Obviously, that dream had just failed, and it was an opportunity. So when it came, it required me to move to Nigeria. But I'm like, hey, it's not like I'm doing anything in Ghana anyway.
yeah,
So that was the motivation behind going, and it just so happened that it turned out to be the right move because I came and I worked with Mnet and it blew up, and I ended up doing thing. But even in Ghana, I lucked out, man. Like I think my management team, Kofi Doku and like people that I worked with back then, yo, those guys like killed it for me, man. I can't even lie. You know, because when I started out in Ghana, I wasn't in Ghana for more than a month, and he already got me on like billboards and like other things. And fun fact, I didn't even want to act when I first got to Ghana.
I know. You didn't
Yeah,
want to act. You told me
yeah,
this.
yeah. Because I was only doing like commercial modeling at the time and one or two things. And I told my manager, I told KD, I was like, yo, I don't want to. And KD was like, sure, no problem, no problem. I've heard you. I was like, KD, I don't want. He's like, sure, no problem, no problem. And then the next day he called me, he was like, yo, let's just go for some one meeting. Yeah, don't worry, let's just go for some meeting, don't worry. And the meeting turned out to be with Shirley, with Shirley Frimpong. Because he had to do something with her anyway, and it was just more like a meeting that oh, like this is my client who he just got back and he's interested in media and entertainment, so this is him, blah blah blah. And me and Shirley had a good rapport, and she's obviously like an amazing person. And it just
Yeah.
so happened she was shooting a film around that time, Devil in the Detail. She was about to start shooting it. And it just so happened that I fit one of the roles that, so we talked and I auditioned for her and it ended up well. And I'm like, hey, if I am going to act, it might as well be with the biggest in the game, you
Yeah,
know? So then I was like, hey, it makes sense. Let me do that. So I did the film with Shirley and it happened to turn out well.
yeah.
So and from there, it was just like no turning back. I did View
But
Republic with
then,
her.
sorry to cut you, Molly, but it's interesting how you're like, okay, you did a film with Shirley, no turning back. But now it seems like we hardly see you in Ghanaian film. Is it a matter of you're not feeling our Ghanaian industry with regards to the quality of films, or it's just the right project having come up?
I've tried to be perfectly honest, but I would say for the last say 2 3 years, my schedule has been kind of kind of tough. So I don't get that much time off because I do like a bunch of different things in different countries. Uh, so there've been offers and there've been times that we've tried to make it happen, but the time that they needed me to shoot, I wasn't available or vice versa, and those ones didn't work out. But I do very much intend to work because there's some people doing some crazy things in Ghana, man, like Pascal,
Mm.
Aka, and like Shirley, and the rest of those guys.
Yeah,
Even like you guys and Gene, and um, there's somebody else who's doing not people that I know personally, but there's people in Ghana who are like hustling to like make some pretty good things happen. So I
yeah.
guess I'm waiting for like a good time to collaborate with one of those people, and then we go from there. But for now, let me be where I am.
Listen, you're being very diplomatic. We cannot afford you anymore. Is the truth. And let's be moving on.
No,
Speaking of
but
which,
it's a bit it's a bit too simplistic to say we can't afford because the pay rates
I
are
know.
completely different. What I charge here in Nigeria is completely different from. It would be ridiculous to charge that in Ghana because
I get you. I get you. I get you. Enough
the
said.
markets are different. Yeah, there's hundreds of cinemas. There's a
Enough
thing.
said. Don't
So
let me get you.
I'm
Don't let
ready,
me
man.
get you
I'm
included.
ready, man. No, I'm ready. I'm ready. If there's like an amazing project and like it could work out, I'm good to go. Come and hire
Yeah.
me and give me
Okay.
money. Hire me and give me money.
You know, it's so interesting. For like the longest time, everybody who does a project and says, "Oh, we need a wife for Mauli. We need a fiance for Mauli." They'll be like, "Oh, let's call Sika," and then they
3 years,
call me. People were
3 years,
like, "Oh, are you guys dating?" I'm like, "No, me and Mauli, we're like brothers and friends." But
three
the
years.
person,
Uh-huh.
but the person who everybody seems to think that you're dating right now is our
Uh-huh.
darling Cece.
Is who? Oh, this should be him.
So before our people watching us live kill me, let's just set the record straight.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Are you dating Cece? Are you interested in Cece? Is she your type? What's going on?
She's that. She's an incredible girl. So I think anyone would be lucky to have it. But we're friends. I don't know what else to tell you.
Hey, Mr. Diplomatic.
You're traffic. No, no, no. We don't talk. So no, no, no. The thing is, we weren't even like that. It's not like we're like super close for like a long time. But I've known her for a minute. Obviously, we reconnected when we had to do the shoot for the sports brand. And we hung out and everything. And she's like a great person. And obviously, I think people kept seeing that material. So from our Instagram stories, from our Snapchat stories, and then so for like maybe for like weeks, because it took a while before the video came out. So for a
Okay.
while, we teamed together, and then the video came out, and we're kissing in the video, and everyone is like, oh, "Okay, so they surely must be. Somebody cannot be friends with somebody again. You guys, come on."
But be honest, it was a publicity stunt.
Not even. So that's the thing. It wasn't even. Let me put it. Let me put it like this. There's there's certain things, and there's a reason that me and her decided to do it together. Because we didn't even have to. You realize we didn't even have to do anything. We didn't even put like a caption saying like my baby or like whatnot. You understand? Everything that was put out there, it was made up completely. We put out a thing saying we're putting on a sports brand, right? It's obviously an ad, if everyone is gonna build their thing from that, that's just because we're two people that people will talk about no matter what.
Yes.
And I think that was the idea, but it wasn't planned at all. Because once again, I don't think either of us even put anything out there that we were dating or we were like neither of us had anything of the sort. It was just obviously people saw us at AMVCA together and they decided that yeah, this is it. But
I mean, I think
nah.
you guys just look very good together. You know, she's a beautiful girl. You're a handsome dude. Together, the babies would be so cute. So, mm.
But for now we're friends. Let's leave it there. I mean,
But you know what they say? They say in this industry, sex
mm-hmm.
sells, and there's no denying that you keep yourself in shape, you know, very ready to take your shirt off whenever.
So fun fact. They actually don't take my shirt up that often.
You
Mm.
do, Mr. Gavor. I feel like every single movie you're in, they're like, who can we
Yeah.
get to take their shirt off? Oh, let's
So
call Mawuli.
so think about it this way, exactly. So Chief Daddy was how long ago? Chief Daddy was almost 2 years ago.
Mm,
Yeah? And then Sugar Rush was almost a year ago now because we shot Sugar Rush in August. You understand? And there
yeah.
were two films where obviously I had so it's one of the things it's one thing if you're saying when I did take it off it was memorable. It's a separate thing to say it's always off because there's two different things. Because if list the number of films that it was off in. You understand what I'm saying? Even for instance on Instagram, I tell people this, but no one ever believes me. In terms of like proper like topless photos, I upload two a year. Two. I actually make sure I count. Once every 6 months. Go back all the way and check. Go back all the way and check. But
Yeah.
obviously, maybe if one of them goes out and people think, "Oh, this is," and it goes around and everything. Then yeah, that's it. If it's burned in your memory, that's one thing. But it's one thing if I had like 10 of them out there. But if you look, you would struggle to find. And if you did find, it was something that happened a year ago.
No,
So
I'm
you
just
said
pulling. I'm just
character.
pulling.
No, even and I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it. Anytime, any day. Because at the end of the day, you know what they say? They say you don't buy a Ferrari and put it in the garage. You
Mm.
understand? Yeah, it's not. I'm not ashamed to to look the way I do. Obviously,
Okay, Mr. Ferrari. Okay.
I work
Okay, Mr.
it tough.
Ferrari.
Work a shit. You understand? So if that's what the role requires, why not?
True.
I'm not a
But do you think they are sort of almost typecasting you in those roles though?
being typecast is either a blessing or a curse.
Hmm.
For instance, would you say Dwayne The Rock Johnson has been typecast? Yes, sort of. But also, you would have to say, when there's a film and they say we need a leading action man, who do I call? He's the one that's on the list. It's not his fault that he's the number one on the list. You understand what I'm saying? So if there's a role and people are saying I want this particular guy, and I'm the name that you mentioned, I'm thankful for that. Yeah, you
Yeah.
understand? People are hustling, going around for auditions and everything. If I'm lucky enough that somebody is mentioning my name somewhere without me even trying, I'll take it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand? If I fit the role, no problem. I will always do it. If it works for me and it's a great production. So personally, I'm thankful that my name is even being mentioned. I'll take it.
Mm.
I'll take that. Yeah, it's a tough industry,
Yes.
man.
Yes. No, I agree. I totally agree. Do you actually audition these days? Do you still audition for roles?
Uh, yes and no. I don't do general auditions. Mainly because it's not like I'm primarily just an actor. You understand? So I'm not at home out looking for different movies to do because that's not necessarily all I do. I'm not out searching like oh my god like I need to be in a film blah 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 and I'm thankful for that because I have other things that like keep me up and running. Including the presenting job and everything. I'm both a presenter and so I have to like split my time.
Yeah.
So it's more of when the project comes and the project is so amazing that I know that I have to do it, that I have to compromise everything else. Then I will say, hey, everything put on break. Let me go do this. So something like Chief Daddy, I had to take a break from Mnet to be like, oh, guys, I'm gonna go shoot this because this is gonna be a huge film. Moabudu called me and herself and said, hey, come do this. I said, hey, this is gonna be good. When Jade called me for Sugar Rush, I knew that it was gonna be a big film. So I said, hey, let me stop everything else and then go do. the thing. So because of that, I don't really have need to go for random auditions. But I will
Okay.
read a part. For instance, there have been projects where somebody comes up to me and says, "Oh, I have a thing that I think you're good for. Would you be willing to come for a closed reading?" I would always do that because no one is ever too good to audition. You know, even the biggest Hollywood stars audition all the time.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's some of them who they go for auditions that maybe they've been called for, and there's some who have to run around looking for auditions to go to. Fortunately, I'm comfortable enough that I can wait until if you need me enough, you can call me. I will come read for you. Sure, why not? But we don't really go looking. No.
Okay, that's actually really, really dope. That means you've built your brand to the point where right now you choose your project and you're in high demand. I think that's really, really dope.
Yeah, it's a thing that a lot of people pray for. So like I don't take it for granted at all. You know, to be in film or to have like your name or like to be on posters and everything. I know that it's not it's not it's not something that happens to everybody, and people work very hard for this. When it comes your way, you have to be thankful. And to be honest, both like I have to say, man, like both Nigeria and Ghana, like it's been like super fantastic because it's not even like I came up in the industry, like I've been in the industry for like 10 years or something, you know, like much like you, we sort of just like dropped in and we just got lucky that they decided that I would
Yeah,
like this person. Because you know how it is, if they don't decide to like you, there's nothing that you can do. It's not about you.
true.
They have to decide that, okay, you know what, we like you, come over and do the things. I think we're just fortunate that we dropped in and they decided that, hey, I like what you do, I will support you, and then we go. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for all the single ladies that are watching, Mauli's not just an actor. Mauli's an entrepreneur. You know, he
Yeah.
has other businesses that he does.
I do
Am
what
I
I can.
right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
I'm right, right? So how's that going, especially during like this whole Corona time? Like, I know because the acting money has ceased, but then are other businesses coming in, or are those like reaping fruits for you right now?
Uh, hmm. Oh, before I even asked that, somebody asked, "Did you feature Entangled?" I
Who are they asking?
think they're asking if you featured in Entangled.
Oh, me? Yes, I did.
Yeah. Fun times, right? Fun
Fun
times.
time. We've done how many movies have we done together?
By now, like 4, 5, 6. We
Like
did the short
six.
film. Yeah, we did the short film. We did Joseph. We did Entangled. We did Giddy Up 3, but I don't think we were love interest in that one. I think we're just together in it.
Yeah,
Um, I've even lost count, but we've done like 6. But sorry,
we
what
have.
was that thing that you asked? Oh, about the other businesses. Yeah, man.
Mhm.
So obviously because like I wasn't forgive me guys, like it's quarantine, so I don't know what you want from me. I have to make myself happy. So I'm doing a bit of drinking. I hope I don't come out come out of this thing with a problem. Um yeah, man, so because I didn't like come up in the acting world or anything. When I
Mm,
got into acting at first, it was pretty interesting for me and it was a bit of a shock. Because in order to have like a financially sustainable future, you have to do like a lot of films because it's not like some of the films pay like that much. So from the very beginning, I knew that if I'm not going to be the actor who's running around doing 100 films a year, probably not going to be making all my money from acting. So it was very clear that I had to do one or two other buketa. So fortunately, I've been involved in a number of things. As you know, we started the whole production company.
yeah.
I started to produce movies and lease them and sell them, which is I felt that it was better to make money from that side. So I make more money as a producer than I make as an actor, which helps me out, obviously. At the moment, we're trying to get into fashion. So, because that's always a thing that people are doing. So we've been working on, yeah, much with my same manager, KD, the one that we started out with. We've been doing. I don't know if you see me wearing all these leather leather things with
Mm.
the and like his other thing, and we've been working on that for a while. So we're trying to launch the line, and hopefully that should be another arm to the thing that we're doing. We'll talk about that another day. If I get into that now, it's like another thing.
Okay, okay, okay,
Guys,
okay. So money
this
is coming
the number
in.
one thing that I'm doing, the number one thing that I'm doing that I think maybe people could support with and can get involved in is I'm running I'm running tour groups now between Africa and the Caribbean.
Oh,
Because obviously because of Joseph, when I went there and I was in Jamaica for a while in Barbados, I was able to make a couple of connections, and we started a business partnership. So we're trying to run people between like back and forth. So we're gonna have people from there. We're gonna bring them over to Ghana, probably in December for like the activities and everything. And then we'll take
okay.
people from Ghana, and we take people from Ghana and Nigeria to Jamaica and Barbados. For different things. So we probably should have that ironed out within the next month or two, and then we can start like promoting it. So hopefully people can get interested. But I think that's going to be fun. That's going to be interesting.
Okay. Well, not if coronavirus has something to do with it.
No, so
Corona.
hopefully, yeah. So obviously we're not going to do it till probably December. So we're hoping, fingers crossed, that by then everything would have calmed down. But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it is getting real.
Molly, what do you think is the biggest misconception people have about you?
I actually don't know because I don't know a lot about what people think about me. I don't look too much at the. I don't know. Maybe they will think. I have zero clue what people's because I don't like look at like comments too much or like when the most if people say maybe they like my acting, that's fine, or like they like my work and everything. But
Okay.
misconception. I don't know. Maybe they think maybe a lot of people think I'm some Ajibota guy, like I'm some Dalavi, like they think of like the thing. But yeah,
Why
um,
do you think that is? Why do you think that people think that, you come from some rich background, that
not even just
that are very
I guess
educated?
because I don't know, maybe because I went to school in America and then I came back and I'm now an actor and everything, so it seems like oh he must. So for instance, I live pretty close to my gym, like a 5 minute drive and also a 5 minute walk, and I walk and like I wear my headphones and I do the thing and I walk and I have people coming up to me and saying man, now why you like why are you walking like you're not supposed to trek now you're not supposed to hit the streets like I don't understand like. What makes you think that's me, man? Like all day, every day. So when most people find that out, then they would do that. For instance, you're more likely to find me at a roadside bar than at a social lounge or like in a club. You'll probably find me at a suya spot drinking alomo or like with some kebab. You probably find me there quicker than you would find me in any nice club on any given day.
Okay. And is that the same place that you would take a girl out for a date? Will you take a girl out to a Mama Puts, or will you take them out to a nice Chinese restaurant? What's your vibe?
So for the very first date, I usually don't take a girl to one place because I think it's too thing. So we usually have to do a number of things. So you will see that side of me, guaranteed. You will see that street side, mama put side of me. But so for instance, we can go to a fancy restaurant, but when we're done, we'll find a roadside place to buy some kelewele or some suya or something. You understand? Like we will, or like you will see, or when we're done, we'll stop at a this thing and buy a little more even if we sit in the car and do it. But last, you go see that side of me because if you're gonna date me, you realize that that's who I am. You cannot run from that. You cannot at all. No, no, no.
So
You go see that side. I'm some bush boy.
that's insane. Okay, all right. Listen, Molly, before we let you go, let's play a little game. I need you to
Hey,
put
hey. Uh
I need you to put 5 fingers up. And I know you've seen this game before. So if I
huh.
say something which is true,
No, I'm having bad connection. Like
you're actually
my
blaming it on
connection,
the connection.
my connection isn't very good right now. But you can't see my fingers. My fingers are shaking. Look at that.
I can
Then I
see
should.
it. No, it's fine.
So
It's
my
fine.
you wouldn't be able to go down say one or two.
Huh?
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. So we can do it. You can ask me, I can ask you. It's
Okay,
fine.
all right, let's go. No worries.
Let's keep it PG.
All right,
We
cool.
can, let's keep it
Fun,
PG.
fun, 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 fun.
Okay, so we'll just do 5 questions each, okay?
Okay, all right, cool.
Okay. So do you want to start or do you want me to start?
No, you start, you start. So I see what angle you're taking this thing to, and then we know.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh no,
Okay.
PG,
So
PG now, but we'll manage. We'll manage.
5 fingers up, Mawuli.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Put a finger down if you've ever dated anybody in the industry. Mawuli, stop lying now. Stop lying. Don't lie to your fans. They expect
This
honesty from
is a
you.
setup. Setup. This is a setup. Hey, let's cut. Let's cut and start again. Hold on. Hold on. I'll be mad.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna do
Listen,
me like
guys, if
that?
you want
Oh my goodness. You're gonna do me like that? Okay. Okay. All right. Sabotage. All right. I got you. Thank you.
okay,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
okay,
Thank you very
okay,
much. Mm-hmm.
okay, let's leave that out because that's personal. I can't throw you under
No,
the bus like that.
I'll put my hand down. Let's go.
Okay, so put a finger down if you've ever dated someone through a DM.
No, no, not through DM.
Shame. People say they can't see your fingers, so I guess
They
you're
can't
gonna
my
get
finger.
a.
Jeez. What is wrong with you guys? What are we doing?
Perfecto.
Okay.
Okay, so you put a finger down.
I did. I put the finger down already. You sabotaged me. That's why I was laughing. So I put it down.
Put a finger down if you've ever prolonged a kiss with a co-host or a co-star longer than it was supposed to because you're enjoying it too much.
Oh, never that at all. At all. At all. It's impossible.
Put a finger down if you actually enjoy all the attention you get when you take your shirt off.
I don't think I could. I don't think I could. Like I don't think I can. It's tough.
You don't enjoy the attention. You're practically in the gym all the time.
Yeah, because I don't like being skinny. You knew me from like way before. Maybe not even definitely not the SOS times. But anyone who knows me from like SOS times would know that like I used to be skinny as hell. Like my entire life. So obviously I've done the skinny part. Surely I should be allowed to to play for the other team. I got tired of being skinny, so that's why I'm in the gym. Not even because I like the attention. I spent most of my life being skinny, so I want to spend the rest of it being something else. So no, so forth.
I wish you could see all the comments. Everyone is like, "Are you sure?"
Uh,
Put a finger down if you've ever used your name to get out of a bad situation. Like, hey, do you know who I am? I'm Mawuli Gavor.
as in if I use the name personally or the name was used for me. I don't think I've used it personally, but I have gotten out of situations because they recognize me. Like I was almost arrested once, and some fan wanted to take a picture as they were trying to arrest me, and the policeman figured out that I must be somebody, so he let me go.
I see.
Yeah.
So you've never ever told the police, guy, don't you know who I am? I'm Mawuli Gavor.
Once again, you have to be thankful when you don't have to. If it's done for you, and if you're fortunate enough
Good.
that most of the time they will have to do it for you, then you take it. But if you have to run around saying, "Do you know who I am?" then you're probably not who you think you are. Abby?
Mr. Diplomatic. Okay.
No, now come on. If you have to go and tell people, "Do you know who I am?" then who are you?
Okay, last question. Put a
Hmm.
finger down
I
if
survived.
you've
Okay.
ever if you've ever dated a mother or
A what?
someone way older than you, like a MILF.
Hmm. No, I don't think so. I think the oldest person I dated
Guys,
was my age.
Mawuli is lying. Mawuli
Nah,
refuses
never
all the
that. Never,
truth
never
today.
that. Never 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 that.
Okay.
Seriously, I have. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no sugar mummies.
So the honest truth is, and like, it's it's never even been like I'm above having a sugar mama. that's not even a thing. Or like I'm so righteous that I can never have a sugar mommy. A lot of people say that. You say you never know until you're presented. For instance, even you as a babe, you understand, you can have your convictions and everything, but you never know until you actually test it. Until the day that the guy opens that suitcase and says, "Babe, this is $1 million. Today, take it." That's when you know who you truly are. When you actually, it's easy to say. So it's not even like I'm saying like, oh yeah, fuck that. I'm above having a thing. What I will say is, unfortunately for me, I've never come into contact with a sugar mommy that was appealing enough to even want to consider. You understand? So it just hasn't been my path, and I'm thankful that maybe if I was tempted a while ago, I would have fallen into the trap. I don't know, but I'm thankful that I escaped. So for now, we're safe. So I survived. So 4 fingers.
Put your fingers down if you want to date Cece.
Hey, my connection is bad. My airtime is finished. So I'm having the whole thing is breaking up. I can't hear you. What did you say?
No, it's fine, Molly. It's fine. Listen, thank you so much for joining us today. This was so much
Got you.
fun.
Got you.
Yeah.
I don't know when I can come home, but hopefully, like in when is your president opening the borders?
Well, apparently, lockdown is going to probably be extended till the end of the month, I think. I'm not sure
Hmm.
when he's going to open the borders, but when he does, we'll all say, Hallelujah, Hallelujah.
Sorry, I'm reading the comments and I'm cracking up because people think that me and you are flirting.
Yeah, no. I think they'll
Oh,
learn soon enough.
oh man, yeah.
Yeah, no, but Molly, thank you so much for joining
But yo,
us.
say what?
So thank you so much for joining me today
No,
and for
no,
joining
no,
us
no,
today.
no worries, no worries, no worries. Thank you.
Yeah.
You kept me company today, so I'm going back to. Obviously, you can see I'm done. So.
Yeah, no, go for it. Keep your head up. You
Something
get to
else?
come home soon. But we all know
Yeah,
Nigeria is all
Nigeria is
good.
what?
Nigeria is your second home, so it's all good.
No, 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 no two ways, no two ways. Yeah, Nigeria is 100% my second home, so I'll take it. But
Alrighty.
Ghana's always my first, so take on like that.
Okay. Well, stay
All
safe.
right, P.
We'll talk later.
All right, P. Take it easy.
Bye.
All right, bye.